Merry Christmas, everyone, and happy holidays. Welcome to your December 2024 astrological forecast. So, you know what? There are two new moons this month. Okay, the first one is on the 1st in Sagittarius, and the second one is on the 30th in Capricorn. So, new beginnings at the beginning of the month and at the end of the month, and so whatever happens in between, whatever. Okay, Mercury is still in Sagittarius the whole month, and it's retrograde up until the 15th when it finally turns direct. And you know what? I am a Sagittarian. I have Sagittarius rising. So, also, okay, along with the sun in Sagittarius. So if I forget something, whatever I'm saying here now or whatever, I repeat myself, please just ignore me, okay? So anyway, on the 6th, Mars still in Leo, turns retrograde. On the 7th, Venus moves into Aquarius. Also on the 7th, Neptune turns direct. On the 15th, there's a full moon in Gemini. And again, also on the 15th, Mercury turns direct in Sagittarius. And then on the 21st, the sun moves into Capricorn. Up until that point, the sun is still in Sagittarius. Okay, and then again, that new moon on the 30th. So, a special shout out to my subscribers for supporting me, your continued support, liking and sharing, and commenting on my videos. I thank you for all your donations and any way that you help to support my channel. I really, really appreciate it. And if you're new to my channel and you like this video, be sure to subscribe, okay? And anything you may need to know is down in the description box below, but there's a link to my website, but there's also my email address. It's just easier to email me and ask me whatever it is you would like to know regarding like chart services, okay? So, and don't forget to check out my weekly forecasts, which are now daily shorts, okay? And for all of you, when I post these monthly videos, if I have a short that is attached to the monthly videos, people are just clicking on the short and they're not getting to the monthly video. I guess they're not realizing that there's a link below in the short that will take you to the full video, full-length video, not just that little short. So please keep that in mind, okay? Now for your forecast. Happy holidays, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, Taurus. So, you know what? There's a new moon in Sagittarius on the 1st. Okay, the sun is in Sagittarius up until the 21st, and Mercury is still in Sagittarius all month, and it's still retrograde up until the 15th when it turns direct. Okay, and this is all happening in your 8th house where you have the sign of Sagittarius. Okay. So 8th house it's shared property, shared resources, shared debt also. Okay, you and a partner. Could be bank accounts, credit cards. If you don't share anything with someone, this is also like other people's money and resources. And this is the house of passive money. Through means other than earning it, such as prize money or an insurance payout, legal settlement, refund of some kind, inheritance or legacy, many, many things, okay? But, with Mercury here and with it being retrograde, there could be something that, you were supposed to have already. This is the house of creditors, though, and financial institutions like in America, the IRS, or a bank or credit card company or something or other. So you could have been trying to figure out or get down to, what is going on with one of your accounts or something, trying to find out and kind of like getting the runaround or not really getting a great explanation. Could be something like that, okay? But if you do share any kind of property or bank accounts or credit cards with somebody, this is when you're like reviewing that, you know, you're reviewing bank statements, credit card statements, things like that, especially at this new moon on the 1st, okay? Plus you could even just be checking to make sure you're not being charged for something that isn't yours. As even like with a creditor, you know, a creditor could be you know, you may decide to like really check things out and find that you've been paying for something that you didn't ask for, you didn't want. It could even be something as simple as like streaming, you know, whatever it is, however you watch TV, or what, you know, something like that, you know, just keeps getting slapped on every month. And you finally catch it. You know, you could also, though, be on the receiving end, I do have to say, of passive money. You could be named in someone's will, but at the same time, with this new moon on the 1st in Sagittarius, we've got a full moon in Gemini on the 15th in your second house of earned income, okay? Jupiter is also in Gemini right now, and it's retrograde. In the second house is earned income and possessions. It's directly across from your 8th house of other people's money and resources. These are the money houses. Okay, and having Jupiter in the second house is like wonderful, actually, even retrograde. In fact, when it's retrograde, it's like you are reviewing your investments, your possessions, what could possibly be worth more than originally thought, especially if you have like collectibles or anything like that. But you know, it's just that this full moon usually brings a problem to the surface so you can deal with it and then do away with it. But I really don't see all that much of a problem unless, again, you do share accounts with someone else, or there's a problem with a creditor, whatever. But you could be on really like the receiving end. You know, the sun is in Sagittarius up until the 21st, and Mercury's here all month, okay? So even after it turns direct, it will still be working its magic here in this 8th house. So you still have money or resources, possessions, something or other coming to you. Okay, and I do have to mention too that Mars is in Leo, right, in your 4th house. It's retrograde, turns retrograde on the 6th. And your 4th house is your home and family, okay, your personal life, where you physically live and the property surrounding it, your past, your childhood, and the foundation of how you were raised, okay? So a lot of times, you know, you could be like receiving an inheritance. 4th house would be like family, you know, normally you would inherit from a family member, right? Don't have to, but you know, in this case, because it's all lining up kind of like this, you could be, you know, finding out even, maybe you weren't even aware of it, because again, Mars is turning retrograde on the 6th, so it's a review. When planets are retrograde, it's your time to like change your mind or check something out more thoroughly, or, you know, with Mars here, actually, it is making you more active within your home, like making changes to your living arrangement or your home itself, or if you have a roommate, some kind of changes going on there that you can't put up with any longer. You want things a certain way. That's what Mars is for. It's very energetic, not necessarily aggressive, but if you have to be, you have to be, right? It's one of those, it's the ego planet, okay? You're not going to let people walk all over you wherever it is transiting, okay? At the same time, I do have to mention that Venus moves into Aquarius on the 7th, okay? Where you have Aquarius in your chart is your 10th house. Pluto is already here. It will be here for many years now. Your 10th house is your most public house. It is basically your career, how you're known by reputation, for your livelihood, even if you're retired, like what you used to do. It's also your public persona. Okay. Now, it's almost like having like a grand cross here, but I didn't want to say that. I haven't said it through any of these um, like readings, my forecasts until now. Okay, now I'm only doing that because you have the planet Uranus in your sign, and it is retrograde, and Uranus brings about sudden events, surprises, catches you off guard, whatever, okay? But anyways, Pluto and Venus will be conjunct one another, and this brings about an obsessive quality, okay? And 10th house is directly across from your 4th house of Leo, okay? Mars is in Leo, right? So we've got Venus and Mars, the love planets, opposing one another. Excuse me. So it could be a family member or a roommate, someone you live with, who is, first of all, as far as this conjunction with Venus and Pluto, you could have like a higher up or a colleague be obsessive about you suddenly. You know, they could be like, and what happens is you're like, you could be uncomfortable, or maybe you feel the same way about this person. Whatever, it puts you in a position that you have to accept or decline, you know, something or other, and it affects, this is your livelihood, it affects your life, where you live, your family, all of that, you know. It's, I'm not for people like higher ups especially putting the moves on you, you know, when you're at work, because you have to work, you have to be there, you're there to earn a living. You know, and for someone to take advantage of that, because that's what I think that is, you know, it's beyond wrong, okay? It's insulting and whatever. But this could be something like that, though, where you are working with someone, or something about your career, within your career, or even if you don't work at all, or you're retired, there's something about your public persona. Someone there, you know, could just be a little bit obsessive with you, way too friendly, always having to know your business, if your business is public or if you work in that kind of field. You know, they want to know way too much about your private life, where you live, your family, your whatever. Okay, so I just had to mention that, though, okay? Anyways, let me see here. Okay, so the sun moves into Capricorn on the 21st, and there's a new moon in Capricorn on the 30th in your 9th house. That's where you have Capricorn. So the 9th house is long-distance communication and travel, higher learning, your views on your spiritual and religious beliefs, your philosophy on life, foreign countries, people, languages. It's the house of adventure, legal matters, media and publishing. It's a pretty busy house. It's whatever, you know, this is your time. The sun is here this time every year. So you may travel, actually. You may be one of those people that always travels for the holidays, because this is long distance travel. It doesn't necessarily have to be. But you could just be in more in contact with people who live at a distance if you're not traveling, or people who are in another country or have a completely different background than yours, whether it be cultural or educational, different philosophy on life, whatever. But a new moon here, you know, it does bring a new start in, you know, this house is like so versatile. There's a couple, you know, how many things to choose from. So you may decide to learn something in the future, you know, starting in January. Your philosophy may change. You may adopt another culture's philosophy, and this could be anything, like just like taking up yoga or something like that. You know what I mean? But you could, like, it's almost like a list of New Year's resolutions, and it is trying something that is foreign to you. Okay, ninth house is foreigners, foreign anything. But I believe that your new moon is a new start in this area, and it's something that you've never tried before. Okay? So the best time to do something each month is when the moon is in your own sign, and the moon is in Taurus on the 11th, 12th, and 13th. The best time to, excuse me, lay low is when the moon is in your opposite sign, and your opposite sign is Scorpio. And those dates are the 25th, 26th, and 27th. The best time for romance, recreation, creativity, fun, gambling, or speculation, and anything to do with children is the 7th, 8th, 9th, 20th, 21st, and 22nd. The best time for money is the 1st, 2nd, 13th, 14th, 15th, 27th, 28th, and 29th. The best time for your career is the 5th and 6th, and the best time for communication and travel is the 2nd, 3rd, 14th, no, yeah, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 15th, 16th, 17th, 30th, and 31st. So, again, Happy New Year, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. See you later. Bye.